Hi, I'm Kristi Hemric. I live in New York City. I've been creating visual content for the last 3 years. One of my favorite things that I love about photography and videography is that technology these days is so advanced. So if you have a vision, you can create it, and it doesn't matter how expensive your equipment is. I find myself using my phone more and more, so I'm gonna share with you my 5 favorite iPhone photography tips. Tip number 1, live mode is your best friend. When you use live mode, you can pick any keyframe after you've taken the picture. So this is something to use when you have either a stranger or a friend taking your picture who isn't that confident behind or in front of the camera. So with live mode, even if you get a terrible shot, you can edit it later, and I'm gonna show you how to do that.
Asking your friend to take your photo, make sure your phone is always on live mode. That way, if you end up with something like this, you can change it. Click edit, then the live icon at the bottom, and you can toggle back and forth and change your key photo. This is what I got.
Tip number 2, use long exposure to make any passing object into a colorful blur in the background. I personally love doing this for taxis, subways, or any type of car. And I'm gonna show you how to make a boring photo into something super creative in the next reel.
You wanna take something ordinary and turn it into an extraordinary picture? Next time, try this. Make sure your phone is on live mode, take a few pics, choose your favorite, swipe up, then swipe over to long exposure, and this is what you get.
Tip number 3, Pano Mode. Sometimes you can't fit the entire scene into a photograph, and that's where Pano Mode comes in. With Pano Mode, you can take a traditional panoramic picture and make it a next level.
Trying to take a photo, but you can't fit the entire background into the frame? Here's what you do. Switch to Pano Mode, flip your phone horizontally, and swipe up with the arrow. Here's how mine turned out.
While discussing Pano Mode, here is a bonus tip. You can use Pano Mode to duplicate yourself in a picture, and I will show you how.
Seeing double. This is how I duplicate myself in an image using just my camera. First, I switch to Pano Mode, hit a pose, tap to start, then I switch positions, hit my second pose, tap to complete, and this is what I got.
Tip number 4, use live mode on your camera near a puddle, pool, or even the snow. It's gonna take your photo and make it add a ton of dimension to it, and let me show you how to do that.
Want to make your picture stand out? All you need is a puddle or a pool. First, make sure your phone is on wide angle, then switch to live mode, flip your phone upside down, get the lens really close to the water, and start kicking. This is what you get.
Lastly is tip number 5, and it's one of the simplest tips, but flip your phone upside down is totally gonna change the perspective. What you do is you flip your phone upside down and put it near the floor but tilt it up. It's gonna add foreground and directing lines towards your subject. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean in my next reel.
Want to take your photos to the next level? Stop taking photos straight on. Instead, flip your phone upside down, drop it to the ground, and tilt it up towards the subject. This is going to give you foreground detail and dimension.
So these are my favorite iPhone photo tips. Thank you B&H for letting me share them. I'm always looking for new ones, and I usually share 1 or 2 a week on my Instagram @khemric, and my TikTok is @chicitinerary. I'd love to hear your favorites, so please share them with me either in DMs or in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.